Welcome to the Toyota Tacoma delivery presentation. This is not an actual delivery, but a presentation of the Toyota Tacoma features. Starting at the rear of the vehicle, I go over the trunk or tailgate, and then going around to the front, I'll open the hood, going over the engine compartment, and then setting the customer into this driver's seat, going over the interior features from the driver's door across the dash to the right. So here we have the owner's manual packet, which includes the owner's manual for the vehicle, the owner's manual for the multi-information screen, and your quick access, your warranty book, and consumer rights notification. Along with this, we also have our business cards for service and salesperson contact. There is the smart key system. The vehicle will recognize the key when it is within about 4 feet of the door handle. So when you have it in your pocket or purse, you put your finger on the sensor, it will lock, and you heard the beep. And when you put your hand inside the door handle, it will unlock, giving you access. On the side of the driver's seat, we have our power controls. The rear power control is going to be for lumbar to inflate and deflate. In front of that, we have our backrest control, and then the long flat is going to be a seat adjustment for forward, aft, and height and pitch angle. On the smart key system, we have your interior key that allows you to have access to the vehicle in the event that the battery in the key dies. Small key, and along with the larger key, will allow you to lock and unlock the tailgate and the driver's door and the glove box. The end of the key has a little thin blade that allows you to then go in and open up the case so that you can replace the battery. On the rear of the vehicle, on the tailgate, we have a backup camera and key so we can lock the tailgate, so anti-theft feature. We also have a soft open function along with access. Then we can see the cable for our backup camera. The connector to unplug it is underneath the bed, so you'd have to do that before you take the tailgate off. And we have our low power outlet here as for small appliances and a storage box. Inside the bed, we have a polycarbonate bed, helps reduce weight, and we have the deck rail system. The deck rail system has the adjustable cleats. As we come around the right side of the vehicle, we have our interior with our seats. We have one side here in the up position, and the other side showing the hard plastic back so that you can store or transport larger objects in security. Under the seat, we have a storage system with our tools and under seat storage. Convenience, we have buckle pockets here so that when you put the seat down, the buckles are now accessible. So behind the rear seat back, we have a release handle here, loop. If we pull that up, we have some storage. Here we have the child safety lock. It disables the interior handle. So when it's down, this handle does not function. When it is up, this handle now works. All V6 Tacomas come with a tow package, and with the tow package we have a 7-pin and 4-pin connector. 4-pin is for your brake lights and turn signals. 7-pin will include your trailer brakes. Also, we have our parking sensors. Parking sensors on the rear can be turned off. All Tacomas come with a full-size spare tire underneath. Access to the spare tire is through the port there under the tailgate. On the left side of the bed, we have the fuel door. Toyota recommends regular unleaded gas, 87 octane, and Toyota also recommends no ethanol, E20 to E85. An overview of the engine compartment. On the driver's side, we have the brake, reservoir, battery, oil fill, dipstick, coolant overflow, brake reservoir, and then windshield washer reservoir. So on the steering wheel, we have a number of functions. Right here we have our volume for everything, so your audio, your phone, your selection for stations, up or down, also change tracks on Bluetooth. We have our voice function. We have our mode selector switch, changes AM, FM, Bluetooth, things of that nature for audio. We have our phone answer and hang up. And then on this side, we have our activity pad. This activity pad will actually give us control over the center MID. Using the left or right will allow us to slide between the different functions there. This return arrow will allow us to change and get back to the main screen, which I see there. And then I can select through the different functions. If I go back to the right, now I have the capability to go up and down through your different blind spot and lane departure functions. If I want to go in and activate them, now I can change the sensitivity using the center button, and I have the different functions that are available here. Coming back out, pressing the return button. Also, I can come in and press the home button, will take us to the digital display for the digital speed. We also have here, we have our turn signals, we have our wiper controls, and then behind the steering wheel we have our radar cruise control. The radar cruise control, once you turn it on, you press the N button here. Above 30 miles an hour, to set it, I would press down, and then I can use the button here on the front side of the steering wheel to change the distance setting. 30, 40, or 50 meters, or roughly 100, 130, 160 feet between you and the vehicle in front. Below that, we have our lane departure warning. Driver's door control includes your automatic windows for the front, your jog windows for the back, power windows, your rear window lockout, disables your rear switches, and then your door locks and mirror control switch. Your mirror control is a joystick. You just select left or right and then use the knob as a joystick to adjust the mirrors accordingly. On the left side of the dash, we have a number of controls. On the top, we have our traction control. This deactivates the traction control. This allows you to spin the tires in mud, snow if you're stuck. Below that, we have our bed light switch, turning it on or off. And then we have our automatic high beams and our power switch for the bed electrical. The center display, we have a number of features below the multi-information display. We have our push button start. With the foot on the brake, hitting the button will start the engine. With my foot off the brake, if I press it one time, will give me accessories. If I press it a second time, gives me ignition on without the engine running. Right next to it, four-wheel drive selector switch. It's a rotary switch to select high, and for low. To select for low, you would push to then activate it. Need to be in neutral. For high is for off-road or slippery conditions, snow, sand, gravel. For low is when you need to apply more torque. For high and for low is whenever your surface you're driving on allows slippage between the tires and the road surface. Right next to it, we have a window defrost, mirror defrost. Above that, we have our hazard lights. Fan speed, AC on or off button, temperature control, recirculate, and then mode selector, which will give us vent, floor, defrost, etc. Below that, we have our blind spot monitor on-off switch, electronically controlled transmission power switch. This changes throttle response and shifting characteristics of the transmission. Our parking sensors, we have an off switch so that if we're towing, it doesn't bother us when we're backing up or turning the vehicle at low speed. Our rear window slide, push down to open, pull up to close. Our media input, this is for your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and then our key electric wireless charging for our phone. This will work with all phones if you have the wireless charging function, but most phones require the case to be off. Not to forget the old school power. So on the multi-information display, we have a touchscreen in the center and several access buttons on the side. You also can use your voice button on the steering wheel to access radio, telephone, music, etc. By using any one of the buttons here on the side, I can then go through and access audio, phone, apps, projection. Projection is your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Info will give you fuel economy and vehicle information. So fuel economy you're under Eco. And then setup gets us into programming of the vehicle. I can go into projection settings to activate or disable Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I can customize the home screen, changing the layout, 3-panel, 2-panel, or 4-panel. And I can also scroll through the different functions here. You can touchscreen, you can zoom up and down. I have audio, phone. For pairing a phone, I can come in here, add or remove a device. And then I have a voice training function. This allows the vehicle to better understand the individual drivers. Below that, we can get into vehicle. Vehicle settings allows you to change lock. Also allows you to change the lights when things turned off. You have also allows, so under vehicle you have your valet mode, your vehicle customization, Toyota Park Assist, but the customization allows you to change the door locks and unlock when you put the vehicle in drive. Also the headlight timeout when you shut the vehicle off. We have Wi-Fi here and your Intune app suite. At the bottom of the screen, we have our volume button. Volume button can also be volume controlled through the steering wheel, and then tune on the right side. There's multiple ways to do similar features in the Toyota. One of the features that's available is Apple CarPlay. Apple CarPlay or Android Auto allows you to use your phone as a navigation device, charges your phone, it will allow you phone calls, music, interface, etc. Some of these features are redundant with like Bluetooth, but using your data capable charge cable, you plug it into the media outlet, and then giving it some permissions, you will have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto show up on screen. You'll notice one of the buttons here tiles here says Toyota, and that will take us back to the home screen. If I press the Apple CarPlay or the projection, it gets me to the Apple CarPlay. Here we have phone, map, all kinds of features. At the bottom of the screen, the 3 dots tells you what screen that you're on of the different functions there. And then on the side here, it is the 3 most recent used features. Down at the bottom allows me to go in and then go back to that main screen. One of the features available is your Toyota app. You can download the Toyota app to your phone from either the Apple Store or the Android Play Store. But go in here, we're going to go into the demo mode. We can create an account with your name, email address, etc., phone number, and password. Once you press register, They'll give you a verification code. You'll enter a verification code on the line, access the verified account, and then add the vehicle using the VIN number that you have. If you already have an account, you can just add the VIN number to your account and you'll activate the system. Adding the vehicle, you have your Camry in there. You can name it if you have a name between the different family members. And then I can go into the connected trial. So you have connected services, destination assist, remote assist. Okay, click continue, and you want to give it the accept for the different functions here. If you do not accept these different functions, then it doesn't allow you to use the full trial periods on your vehicle. Accept and then confirm. Congratulations, we'll finish setup. And now with the Toyota app set up, with your vehicle registered, if your vehicle has a remote start function, I can press and hold on the remote start and it will start the vehicle. Okay, and it counts you down. It will stop it in so many minutes. If you don't, I can also stop the vehicle by pressing and holding the button. Also gives you odometer settings, your fuel, current fuel condition, and distance to empty. I can get more safety recall information, a vehicle health report, Toyota services. I want to schedule maintenance for the vehicle. It gives you a driver score based upon your driving style. It gives you your recent road trip along with vehicle diagnostics. You have manuals and warranties that are available. So this is a very inclusive app that allows you to interface with your vehicle and activate a number of trial periods.